News from Liberia and the rest of the world. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of May 2024. I am Vafli Kamara presenting. In the headlines, President Joseph Boakai highlights Liberia's vast agricultural potential during high-level panel discussion in the United States. Legislative Director General Richard Gafwan rallies international support for population activities in Liberia. Liberia and Sierra Leone to deploy joint labor inspectors at Borewater site to enhance border surveillance. Anyway, from Liberia, a court in Ivory Coast jails 13 people in a major clampdown on drug trafficking. These and many more stories, including sports, the weather report, are coming up. First, Emmanuel Colley and the news bulletin.
President Joseph Boakai says Liberia is open for investment opportunities, especially in agriculture. President Boakai said, given the country's rich forest and soil, investing in agriculture will accelerate national growth and development. He told a meeting in Dallas Tuesday, with needed partnership, Liberia can begin to benefit from this vastly untapped agriculture sector. President Boakai used the occasion to reveal government's plans to reduce the importation of rice by 70%, with the goal of boosting local production. The Liberian leader, however, craved the support of the international partners and the government to meet its targeted goals. Youth and Sports Minister Councillor Bangalu has lauded corporate institutions and partners that collaborated with the ministry to make this year's National County Sports Meet a successful one. Councillor Bangalu particularly wished and praised Winners Incorporated for providing $5 million Liberian in cash prizes to champions in awards category. He said the move by Winners shows it is a responsible corporate partner with keen interest in investing in the happiness of the people of Liberia. The Youth and Sports Minister was speaking to ELBC Tuesday after Winners Incorporated presented huge cash prizes to champions, River G and all deserving winners in Monrovia. Earlier, Winners Operation Manager Abraham Collin showed the committee's commitment to fostering grassroots development and creating opportunities for athletes to excel. Mr. Collin expressed the hope that their continuous association with the National County Sports Meet will help elevate Liberia's position on the global sporting map and empower the next generation of champions. The Director General of the Liberia Institute for Statistics and Geoinformation Services, Richard Gafwan, wants more support and commitments from partners to support the population activities in Liberia. Mr. Gafwan believes strong funding and support from regional, bilateral, and international partners will strengthen Liberia's efforts geared towards the ICPTP program on action. He said, with Liberia having a very youthful population, such aid from partners will also help the country to realize its demographic dividends.
I call upon more support and commitment from regional, bilateral, and international partners in the effort to accelerate actions to tackle the unfinished business of the ICBD program of action, which will enable Liberia to realize a demographic dividend.
The lecture's Director General's request was contained in a statement presented on behalf of the government of Liberia at the 57th section of the Commission on Population and Development held in New York recently. The conference was intended to take stock of implementation of the program of action on the ICPT and its contribution to the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Liberia and Sierra Leone have agreed to deploy a joint labor inspectorate team at Waterside Bowler Point to monitor and curb the inflows of illegal migrants into the two neighboring countries. The decision was reached Tuesday when Sierra Leonean Minister of Empowerment, Labor and Social Security Mohamed Rahman Traore paid an official visit to the Labor Ministry. Mr. Traore and Deputy Labor Minister for Planning and Manpower Development, Stephen Koluba, raised concerns over the unrestricted inflows of foreign nationals, mostly Asians, in the two countries. According to a Labor Ministry release, the two officials also called for a close working relationship with Liberian and Sierra Leonean governments to create the enabling job environment for their respective citizens. Minister Koluba also assured the ministry's commitment to working along with the government of Sierra Leone in taking steps to enhance border surveillance between the two minor river states. A national working group comprising government ministries and agencies has validated a memorandum of understanding on the full implementation of the State Measures Agreement. It followed a three-day technical workshop facilitated by the National Fisheries and Aquaculture Authority (NAFA) and the Fisheries Committee for West Africa Gulf of Guinea. A NAFA release says the MOU is aimed at strengthening interagency collaboration among key ministries and security agencies. The release further noted that when approved in June this year, the MOU will exercise effective post-state measures over foreign flag vessels that call into the ports of Liberia. The combined working ministries will at the same time enforce effective implementation of national laws that address illegal, unreported, or unregulated fishing activities in Liberia. And the Ministry of Education is to shortly commence the training of teachers across Liberia to sharpen their knowledge. Assistant Education Minister for Teacher Education, Clifford Conan, said the ministry is working currently and will work along with relevant institutions to commence the exercise. Minister Conan made the disclosure Wednesday on ELBC Education at midweek.
We are not assisting ministers or ministers that will be in offices enjoying air condition, and the minister is prepared to support us.
The Assistant Education Minister is also urging teachers across the country to exhibit high degree of professionalism in the discharge of their duties. Minister Conan believes doing so will revamp the country's education sector and foster academic excellence among students.
Emmanuel Colley there with the news bulletin. You're listening to Newsline on ELBC Radio. One of the big stories we're following this afternoon: Liberia and Sierra Leone to deploy joint border inspectors at both water side to enhance border surveillance. Well, President Joseph Boakai had a birthday in the United States on Tuesday, attending panel discussions and holding crucial business and development meetings. As ELBC Executive Mansion reporter Vasta Tado reports from Dallas, Texas, road connectivity and agriculture have been at the center of the Liberian leaders' speeches and engagement meetings.
President Boakai continues to unfold Liberia's potential through the full implementation of the